Hello, boys and girls and other. Today is part 3 of a series called Triggering Trannies on my channel, in which we sit back, relax, point and laugh at the trans people online who absolutely flip their shit over my channel and, my existence in general. Sit back, take your coat off, take off your furry suit, whatever it is that you're doing, and let's just get into it. So first up, we have trans YouTuber Helena of Detroit. Hard times in Detroit, I've heard. Helena's video is called, Is Blaire White a Transsexual? The entire purpose of the video is to insist that I'm not actually trans because I have different views than her and most trans people, so it's a trip.
I don't think Blaire's actually a trans woman. Is Blaire White just a gay man? I think so. Personally, the evidence seems to be stacking up in that regard.
Yeah, I'm on hormones. I've legally changed my name and gender. I am saving every penny I have for transition surgeries at the moment. But yeah, not really trans, just doing it for shits and giggles. It's a hobby, really.
Now, if Blaire White is just a gay man, I got no problem with it. Rock on, you gay twink.
Rock on, Trailer Park Caitlyn Jenner.
However, as soon as that gay twink starts saying, oh, well, all trannies are just males, now we start to have a problem.
Nothing I have ever said has ever set the trans community off and made them more angry at me than me simply stating that I'm biologically male. Nothing. It's like they go into a cold sweat every time I say it. It seems like a given to state that, however. Male to female transsexuals are biologically male and adhere to female gender roles and expectations of appearance. That doesn't ruin my day, hearing that or acknowledging that.
Has Blaire White ever suffered gender dysphoria? She's definitely never talked about it, and she's definitely never stated it.
Gender dysphoria is a bitch. I don't know if you experience dysphoria. It's a bitch. It can be very debilitating. There was a point in my life where it was just fucking my life up, okay? And that's why I transitioned.
But where do I get the idea that she's a gay twink? Well, for that, we're gonna have to go back in the past for about 6 years or so. You ever notice how Blaire never shows in any of her videos her hips or below her waist? Yeah, I think that whole little clip with the acrobatics kinda told us why, huh?
Wow, it's almost as if I do sit-down vlogs. It's almost as if my body was different before I transitioned. And Helena, you're rocking a Walmart muumuu and extreme baggage under your eyes. You look strung out, sis. But I'll show you mine if you show me yours, Helena. Next. Her views on the community are sickening. This person believes that non-binary people do not exist and that we as trans people have to look the part to be addressed as our true gender. She makes fun of other trans people, calls herself a male, and is an internalized transphobe and transmisogynist. If you respect yourself, start to respect the community. Obviously, I know that people who call themselves non-binary exist. My contention is with non-binary itself existing. I know everybody's really kumbaya lately, and Shoe on Head, who was great, made a video basically saying that she doesn't really have an issue with people calling themselves non-binary anymore, which in no way am I shading her. I love Shoe. I'm going to see her in a month, and I'm going to take her out for birthday shots, hopefully. But I guess I'm just not really willing to give them that inch, because non-binary to me, since it has no basis in science, is purely political, and we kind of have seen what happens when you give them that inch. Bill C-16 in Canada, which legally requires people to use non-binary pronouns, just passed. So I don't want that to happen here. I'm sorry, but I'm not giving you guys an inch. Non-binary isn't real. And then as far as looking the part to be referred to as a certain gender, I didn't carve that fact in stone. That was something that has been in place since the beginning of language. I had nothing to do with it. I'm simply relaying the information to you guys who are constantly upset over walking outside with a beard and expecting to be called a woman. I'm just saying. Hold on, read this email, you guys. The title is You're a Fucking Asshole. Do you think having your big man dick sucked by right-wingers is going to last forever? I have had my vagina longer than you've been alive, little boy. You deserve everything you will have coming your way for pissing on transgender women when you are a ladyboy. Go to Thailand and stay out of American politics. Okay, so to the granny tranny, I'm really sorry to hear that your vagina has apparently expired. I don't know what I can do about that, but this email is very ill. Also, can we take note of this tendency for trans people to pose misgendering and referring to someone, by the wrong pronouns as just the worst thing you could do, an act of violence, they often say. And then it's free game when it comes to me because I disagree with them. Tragic. Kat Black, a feminist trans YouTuber who I'm sure you guys are all aware of, made a 2-hour-long video in which she talked about me for the entirety of the first hour and had the nerve to call it a mini rant. And again, she's wearing a muumuu too. Why?
We end up getting in these situations where, we end up just in the same conversation. She's always got some of her followers who are like, oh, well, she's prettier than you, as though that's the point. Like, as though that means anything. Do you know what I mean? As though, like, that has literally anything to do with anything. First of all, I disagree.
Kat, I very much agree that's not the point, but what my followers say to you is not what I say to you. Why are you conflating it and including it in a rant that's about me?
I personally get the impression that when it comes to her, she's not fine, Because I just can't, I know where I was when I was, that invested in being a piece of transphobic shit. It wasn't a good place. Listen, the times that I've seen her talk about Riley, that's obsessive. At a certain point, it's excessive.
Okay, I have made 3 or 4 response videos to Riley Dennis, 5 to 7 minutes apiece. You just sat up here with your muumuu and your makeup and talked about me for an hour. Who's obsessed? We're gonna leave Kat Black alone though now. Her video was far too long for me to sift through. She says a bunch of stuff about how I'm a transphobic piece of shit and how, I don't know anything because I just started my transition, which I didn't. And yeah. Kat, at least say my name next time, please. All right, this just about wraps it up for episode 3. Look forward to episode 4. I hope you guys keep giving me that amazing material. But on a side note, I really want you guys to comment below if you're going to VidCon next month. VidCon is like a YouTube convention where creators can meet fans and there's a bunch of different stuff to do. I've never been, but I'm pretty sure I'm gonna go. And even if I can't go to VidCon itself, I'm gonna be in LA during those dates and I would love to take some subscribers out to dinner or to a bar or just to hang out. I think that'd be a really cool experience. It would all be on me. So just let me know if you're going to be down or if you want to come down. I think it'd be fun. So until next time.